Later this year, one of the most iconic fighting game series of all time is coming back so hard, it's resetting the entire timeline. Here to talk about Mortal Kombat 1, I'm joined by Ed Boon, Dominic Cianciolo, Thiago Gomes, Yuri Lowenthal, and Kelly Hu. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you for having
So,
us.
first of all, one of the big announcements you're making here at Comic-Con, Kelly, you're going to be playing Li Mei.
I am?
Coming back.
Yeah, I am.
It's been a while since we've. When was the last time we saw Li Mei in the series?
You know, I think it might have been Armageddon. Was it? Was it?
Yeah.
It was quite a while ago. Yeah, we're very excited. One of the returning 3D characters, which has been requested quite a bit from our fans.
So Kelly, where does Li Mei fit into the story here?
I have no idea.
Cool.
Because I'm not the one who makes the stories. I just go into the booth, I say the dialogue that they tell me to say, and they're the ones who put it all in there.
Yeah, Dominic would be great.
Yes.
For that one.
Yeah, so Li Mei in the rebooted Mortal Kombat universe is the first constable of the city of Sundo, which is Outworld's capital city. So she's responsible for policing and maintaining order, that kind of thing. And before she had this role, she was the head of the Umgadi, which is the new palace guard for the royal family of Outworld. And so she's got a lot of responsibility. She's obviously a very tremendous fighter, and she's got a really enhanced position in the new universe.
Now, what's her playstyle like in Mortal Kombat 1?
You know, we tried to incorporate a number of her kind of signature moves that she's had in the previous games, but now she's kind of got this fireworks effect thing. I don't know, Thiago can kind of elaborate on that.
A lot of her effects are really kind of these bright colors, and they kind of lean back into the kind of aesthetic of the Sundo city, and there's a lot of really bright, awesome effects that are associated with her.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I believe you're also shared that Tanya and Baraka are both coming.
That's right, and that's another. Baraka we had to bring back, obviously, but instead of story-wise, instead of just kind of that being part of his race, it's more of like an infection, right? And it's like a disease. So both Melina and Baraka have this disease called Tarkat, which causes them to kind of have the growths in their teeth and all that. So a lot of these characters are coming back as you know them, but their origins are completely different. And that's the big draw of this game, is characters that you know in completely brand new story.
Yeah, so in terms of that sort of timeline reset, what were the elements of Mortal Kombat lore that you were most excited to tweak and have fun with?
I mean, there was a lot. I mean, when the decision was made, we wanted to reboot, wanted to do something different. I was really looking at all of that great foundation that we had before, and so talking with Ed about it, what he really wanted to do was take that foundation, but take the story in a completely different direction, so that we're surprising people and adding that novelty to it.
Yeah.
And so being able to play with the classic Sub-Zero Scorpion relationship, playing with Melina's origin and sort of her relationship to Katana and Sindel, it was a lot of fun to be able to tweak all of those things and just push them in a slightly different direction.
Yeah, there are hints of things that again, there's always like a competition between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but now they're not deadly enemies who are trying to kill each other. They're brothers, and it's kind of like a brotherly conflict, right? And so that's like one example of all the kind of things that we've kind of twisted around with the characters, the relationships, and throughout the game. And again, Liu Kang and Raiden have literally switched. Liu Kang is like the god, and Raiden's like the more common person. And so it's great. To me, that's one of the things I'm most excited about with this game story.
Now you're playing Smoke. What is this version of Smoke like?
Again, I'm going to throw it back to Dominic just to make sure that he's in the right place. As far as the lore goes. I mean, one of the things that really attracted me to this when I was originally cast was, I said, I'm not really big into fighting games, and then Dominic started going down this story path with me, and I'm like, oh, that's something I can connect to. That's I love that. That's what got me excited finally. About this in particular was that all the story that's coming into it and the story that's being created. But as far as where he is in the Link Way and all the,
Smoke is he is very similar to what we've seen before. The big difference is that we are playing up the relationship that he had with Kuai Liang, Scorpion. And it is taking that relationship and deepening it and fitting that into that whole brother dynamic. He is the adoptive brother of Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and it really levels up sort of their conflicts and their relationships.
And as for DLC fighters, I think you've confirmed now it's official: Peacemaker, Homelander, and Omni-Man.
Right.
What a
I know
trio.
When I heard that, I thought it was a joke. It's the best.
Is this is there a theme? Because I think with Mortal Kombat X and 11, there was sort of a theme to your DLC characters, horror movies and like action movies.
Sure.
What's the theme here?
Well, obviously it's R-rated or M-rated heroes, right, and villains, more from like the kind of the comic book genre. Again, Peacemaker, Homelander, Omni-Man, they're all kind of in this hyper and violent category of guests, and that's kind of like the theme there, along with the Mortal Kombat characters of Takeda and Quan Chi and I'm drawing a blank, and Ermac. Yeah. yeah. But it's kind of like if you think of like the Omni-Man and the Homelander, that's the kind of category that is our guest characters.
I imagine for a lot of viewers of The Boys, watching fatalities being performed on Homelander will be cathartic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people, just seeing Homelander and Omni-Man in the same frame will be just, again, one of those classic who would win in a fight kind of scenarios that players will be able to kind of see the result of.
Yeah. So Mortal Kombat 1 is coming to PS5, Xbox Series X, and SMPC, and Nintendo Switch. First of all, how? How is that even possible?
A lot of work, a lot of optimization, but we are very excited with how that version is turning out too. Yeah.
I'm excited to see that one too. Let's see. The Kameo fighter system, there's a lot of conversation in the community. How do you feel about the fan reaction to that mechanic coming out of the recent online stress test?
Oh, we couldn't be happier. The players have come up with, which is exactly what we wanted to happen. They've come up with their own combos that we've never even seen before. And once something like that happens, we really get excited, because then we kind of feel like we've thrown out the tools for the sandbox for players to, just kind of come up with their own stuff. And that's exactly what happened. And I couldn't be more excited about how players have embraced that feature.
I'm super excited to play Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 11 was really big for me, so very excited to return to this whole series. Thank you all so much for coming by the IGN stage here.
Thank you, Brett.
Mortal Kombat 1 is out September 19th, which gives you plenty of time to brush up on how to punch a person through their kidneys so hard that it explodes into their brains. We've got lots more punching, kicking, and neck breaking up ahead here on IGN's Comic-Con coverage, so don't go anywhere.